Hello. Hi, Gina. How are you? Ah, I'm playing with my iPad a minute. Something really throws me off. Whoops. Gosh, we've got lots of people. Gina and Brenda and Vicky, Libby, Gail, Wendy, Mary Lou, Karen, Joyce. Joyce, it is so great to see you. And you are in Florida. You enjoy your stay down there. Are you with your sister? Barb's here today live. We're doing good. Did everybody see a fun fold and decide they better come? I'm getting feedback from my
Decide they
ah
better come.
get everything turned down. Dang. Well, good. You enjoy your visit. I hope it is warm down there. It's warm here though today. I was just outside. It was pretty. Yeah, it looked getting like it was getting stormy. Karen, when I was outside, I was like with the dog, and I thought, hurry up, go to the bathroom. I don't want to get wet. But that's okay. I don't have a lot of plans for today, so that'll be good. Holly's here. I don't know what my um Marion's here. Anyway, we're going to get started. First, I want to say the online exclusives has come on this morning, and I personally think that Stampin' Up outdid themselves with the online exclusives this time. In fact, I'm using the paper from one of them. We're going to be using, well, we're going to be using the stamp too, the Simply Xenia stamps. Can you see that? Here, let me make this bigger. That's what we'll do. I'm going to be using this with it, and that's the only, this is the paper that goes with it. Let me show you. I love flowers and anything to do with flowers, so this is right up my alley. This is the paper I used today, but look at the purple for the purple lovers. And then there's some zinnias. Zinnias or zinnias, whatever we say. Whatever happened to the accident in front of my house? Nothing, except for they did catch the guy. He was the owner of the business that the truck had the emblem for. His insurance ran out the day before the wreck, so the people that's got damaged has to pay for their own stuff, or their insurance does. And that, but that's all that I know that happened about it. You know, I think these were really, really popular back in the day. I still love them, but I remember seeing them a lot. This one, I am not so sure about, because if I turn this way so you see, it looks like corn stalks to me for some reason. But I like the back side. I love this paper right here on the back. It looks like corn stalks. So I'm not using that side. Then I like this little print. And then it has just the, and then there's this little polka dot with little bitty zinnias. And then this one right here, I got to pull it out. It's one of those that you can cut and use this as your front of your card and just put a sentiment on. That's really nice. So that is the paper for that. And I don't know if any of you have went this morning and seen the online exclusives, but there is one I'm sure everybody is going to love. And I'm going to show you the set real quick because I do have it. I haven't done anything with you. Oh, I got the wrong set. There it is. It's called Latte Love. Therefore, it's got a mug, it's got the top, it's got the swirls for your little lattes and stuff. That goes into the cup to look like coffee. There's coffee rings, there's beans, a spoon. It says, hello there, let's catch up. Thanks so much. You're the best part of my day. And this one's on me. And then here are the papers. There's a little Calypso Coral with coffee beans. There's a swirl of coffee with a lot of milk in it. And then these are little, there's a swirl back here, like a coffee swirl. And this is like going through whipped cream. And there's some more swirls. It's got petal pink in it. Then here's a nice stripe of Lost Lagoon. There's coffee spills. Here's little coffee mugs and spoons. And I absolutely love this one. It is coffee mugs. And then there is a plaid with coffee beans. There's coffee spills with the tops that go on a drink cup. So I think this one is going to be very popular because, you know, coffee's the trend. I am not a coffee drinker. I'll drink a hot chocolate every once in a great while. So anyway, that is, I'll show you a couple other ones just before we get started. Here's Drizzling Droplets. I haven't used. I thought it's a great background for a lot of stuff. Here's Sweetly Scripted, and it's long verses to use on a landscape card. It says, happy anniversary, congratulations, happy birthday, a million thanks, speedy recovery, and save the date. And then there's comforting thoughts, and I like this one for the fact of being a cancer survivor. It has cancer sucks on there, and I know a lot of people battling cancer, so that's a good one. Healing, peace, and rest. I wish I could make this better. I don't have all the right words. Thinking of you, praying for you, hoping with you. There is no card for this. Hoping this is a feeling better kind of day. Wishing you comfort. I wish I could make this better. And then it's got little sayings that you can put in. I'm so sorry you can do this. You're not alone. I'm here for you. Cancer sucks. And we're here for you. Thought that was a nice set for someone that's sick or it's got the cancer thing in it. And being a survivor, I am the one that buys anything that's got cancer related and stamps in it that they bring out. So anyway, that is some of the and some of those have dies with them, but I've already put those over there. I forgot to get them out this morning. But anyway, here's my card today. Very simple. I use the, of course, I showed you the Simply Zinni, and I'll show you that part of the stamp in a minute. I used the Heartfelt Hexagon. I just used this little outline stamp. And then I use the layering leaves for my hello because I just love the hello that is in here for that. So I did that. And anyway, so here's how our card opens. It comes up like this and out like this. So there's our whole card. And this, you can just, mine, I've got it cut crooked, so I have to punch mine back in there. But that's how it looks. And I use the paper. I use the this comes with the suite, although they're out of these right now. It's the sequins that match the paper. And this is some of the other paper that I showed you. Now mine has it on the back side because I put my paper on first. Then I stamped my zinnia and colored it. and realized that I had it on the wrong side. So I just put paper here. I wasn't going to waste and recolor. So you do not have to put it over here because you don't really see it. But because when you open it, it's meant to go like that. But I wasn't wasting my card, so it has it on both sides. Sometimes, and I also, when I punched this out, I used that as a base and put my white one on so that it would be more sturdy here and not get really bent up. So that's why it's done that way. But let me tell you, this is fast and easy to cut, which is one thing that I like a whole lot about it, is fast and easy to cut. The PDF will go up at 10:30. I just now put it on there. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do my little thing to send out this morning as a reminder because I was engrossed in watching TV when I do this, and that is why I don't watch TV. But tonight or last night, for some reason, I was watching TV and just forgot everything I was supposed to be doing. But anyway, it does show it to you open, sit up, because you can, trying to get it the way it goes, you can sit this up like so on a mantle, but it also, when it's closed like this, it has enough little give in the side, you can see how that's open, that it'll sit up also. So it does sit up nice when for display. Okay, so here we go, girls, here we go. This is my scrap for doing my punch. Here, we're going to do it in lemon lime twist because there's a lot of lemon lime twist in this. It's in the paper here. The leaves are all done, if you notice, and this one's even got, you can see it before I punched it, all the lemon lime twist colors. So I'm going to use lemon lime twist today because it's a paper that I never ever use. So I thought I'm going to do that one for this one. So we got a regular card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. That is all this is to this base of the card. So we'll just fold that. For this one right here, we have 5 1/4 by 8, scored at 2 inch and 4 inch. And what this will be, it will fold as a valley fold to fold it in half. And then you're going to just fold it back on itself, which in turn, this is your typical Z-fold card. Okay, we're just flipping and we're adding it to the inside of our card here. So that's where that's going to go. But before we do that, I am going to go ahead and put my paper on here. And I think I'm going to do it this way because I want all of my green over here to show. I'll be punching right in this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this on first. So it's really an easy card to put together because there's not that much to it. So let's put this on. I'm going to come back to it because I'm going to let that dry. So when I punch that in the center, because I put some glue up it through there so it would hold it good. But isn't that pretty on the lemon lime twist even? So let's just lay this aside. We're going to bring this in. And now that I have my folds folded the way they go, I can put my cardstock on here. And these are cut 1 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to go this way. There's that's this ugly stock paper. Guess in littler pieces it doesn't look as bad. It looks like the leaves on the card, but still, I like that side better. I tend to use my glue a lot more than I use my Stampin' Seal. Only because I think it's cheaper to use. And it gives me wiggle room a little bit. And I'm used to it. I'm used to being a glue user. Yeah, that reverse side is just better. And even with these little zinnias on here, they're so little and stuff that I think it makes the paper look busy. And so I don't know. I guess I'm more of a subtle crafter, maybe. I don't know. Never thought of myself like that, but it might be true. Even using this paper was kind of hard for me. I thought, man, that's really busy, but I'm going outside of my box today and use that. So let's bring in the zinnia and the leaves. And we're going to stamp those in black. I'm just going to ink that up good. On a good solid ink. And I am going to put that right there. Oops. Rock away. Didn't mean to, but I did. Let me clean this real good. Because I will put my fingers in it. Some way with it being rubber, I just tend to make a mess. And then I'm going to, and always on my black pad, I kind of turn because it's a felt pad. You can do that. And then I tap it really good to get any swirls out of it. And if that stem shows in my flower, I'm okay with that because once I color, I'm fine. So let's put that down. And there we have a really pretty flower. Stamp's nice too, doesn't it? That lemon lime twist does make it pop. I'm glad I decided to try that. I just am sometimes not one for really bright colors and stuff like that. What I'm going to go ahead and do while I let that dry a minute, I'm going to go ahead and come in and I'm going to stamp my hexagon outline. And I'm going to punch it out. Listen to that, my ink pad's jumping around. Just got ink on my finger. Then I got it on this finger. Oh, way to go. Keep your fingers out of the way. So let's put that down. I'm going to let that ink soak in. I want a good dark image. There we go. Good and dark. Good and dark. And we're done with the black. No more black. And I'm going to take the lemon lime twist and I'm going to stamp the hello with lemon lime twist into the center. And this one I do not swirl around because it is not a felt pad and it gets squishy and it makes a mess if you do that. So let's just put our hello right here. We have a nice hello. I love the script on that hello. So, okay, now that's done. Let's go ahead and punch him out and have him ready to go. And then I'm going to go ahead and punch out the front of my card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to center this as well as I can. If anybody knows me really well, I don't center things real well. Try to get it up on one side and it doesn't want to come up there. It's good as I'm getting it. There we go. We have that. Now what I'm going to do, and when you do this card, this is real easy with your punch. Eyeball the center, or you can mark your center if you want. That's up to you. I am going to put this in. I've kind of eyeballed where I want it. I've pushed it all the way to the back of the punch. And there we go. Now here's one thing I didn't do. So that's ready for when we get ready. And here's one thing I didn't do. When I put this on, I put it on over everything like that. But I could leave that. So when it's on here, if it gets flipped over, you see the flowers. I could do that, couldn't I? I think I'm going to. Just because I can. Just because I can. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that and have that all ready to go. And then I'm going to color my flower. And then all we have to do is put this on and decorate the front. Put a little embellishments on it. So I just lined that up. And let that sit a minute with the card there. And let's color this. Here's my colors I used, which is light and dark lemon lime twist, light and dark flirty flamingo. I stayed with the same color for the flower because that's what's out in here. Light daffodil delight and light pecan or light pumpkin pie. Okay, if you can see all of those, that's my colors. I'm going to do my leaves first. I'm going to come in with my dark. I'm going to use the other side. I forgot it was my other side that I want darker. I'm going to use the dark. So there again, I am just coloring where these lines are. They're kind of your shaded lines. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to add it all the way down to the bottom of this. Like so. Just going to go over that a little bit, make it a little bit darker. I'm going to come in with my light one. And where's my, here, we're going to use this. Because when in doubt, I always make a mark with both ends to see which end I want to use. I'm going to use this end. Because it's lighter. Sounds squeaky, doesn't it? So there's my leaves. Can you see them? So now we're going to do the flower. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look at my flower I did to make sure what I did. I can't get the caps off of these sometimes. They are so hard. So I'm just going to color the center of this with pumpkin, the light pumpkin pie. I think I might want to touch it with some of the dark. And I also did these little dots in that. I forgot. Just colored my little dots. I didn't want them white. There we go. Then I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to color these little stars or whatever they are. They remind me of little stars, like they're just, it's actually their little stamens, which is the center little things in the flowers. If you don't know what a stamen is. I don't know what a stamen is because I grow a lot of flowers. I know what a stamen is because I worked in a craft shop. Okay, there's that. Then I'm going to come in with my Flirty Flamingo. That one's got the bad tip on it. Drives me crazy. But I'm using the bad tip. That'll be cute for St. Patrick's Day cards, Gina. I'm barely touching this because my tip is all frayed. I must be the worst person in tearing up Stampin' Blends. Or maybe the best person to tear them up. But it's the worst because then I have to keep replacing them. And I don't like that. Because I do like to color. I don't do it very often, but I love it. And then we'll do these little guys at the end here. Turn my flower around as I go. It's easier for me. I think we all color different ways. And that's okay. I did want to mention to the local people, March 16th at my church, it's free. I'm having to come craft with me or stamp with me, whatever you want to do. It's I'm trying to get women together that just craft. And my goal is to show them stamping, you know. So last month I did it and I had bookmarks that they could color. This month I'm going to do a free make and take card, but I don't know what it is yet, but I better be getting on the ball because it's coming up. But that is free at my church. It's in our upstairs fellowship hall. You just come in the back door or come up the steps at the back into the doors up at the top. It comes right into our fellowship hall. But I do want an RSVP because I do need to be able to tell my husband how many tables to set up because he will be doing that for me. So, okay, we have that. Now let's color it in. Make sure I'm going to use the right color here. But you guys are invited to come. You just need to let me know. I had 10 people there last time. 3 of them were from my church, and they do not stamp. They did color bookmarks. One of them did her fingernails. You know, I said, bring whatever you want to do. And she brought her little girls who are just learning the scrapbook. They belong to the Heritage, is it called American Heritage Girls? And they've been learning the scrapbook. So, but they ended up doing, one of them did watercoloring and the other one did some beading. And then they got tired of that and they went off and played. But other than that, there were several of us that sat there and stamped. My daughter, she didn't want to bring a lot of stuff, so she did Zentangle, if anybody's familiar with that. It's doodling with black ink pen is what I call it, and it looks wonderful. I don't have the eye for it, but my daughter does. She's really good at stuff like that. And so she sat and did that and really did, I think she did 2 pages of it. She has a sketchbook or something that she's doing them in. I said, what are you going to do with those when you're done? She said she didn't know. Just keep them in a notebook. Someday the grandkids can see what she did when she has them. Hope that's far off, though. We're not ready. Her boys are teenagers and her daughter's in college, so. So there's my flower. And of course it'll lighten up and look like that one when it's done. I need to glue this in. We're going to glue it into the inside of our card. We're almost done. So then what we take is just put our adhesive on what would be our inside mat, just like if we was making a regular card. And then what I do, just because I want to be sure, I fold this up. I bring this here, okay? And then I take my piece and put it in here. Lift this up. And that, I just want to see how far up this is, so I know not to put adhesive above my L's right here. I don't want to put adhesive kind of above that, because I don't want to oozing out at the top. But I want it to stay glued at the bottom here. So now I'm going to close it one more time. And I'm going to lay this in here. I'm going to hold that really tight now that I've got glue on it. And I'm going to raise it up. Hold that down. I'm going to turn that over and make sure there's no glue here. So that's what our card is on the inside now. Has that. This will be like this. And I'm going to like make sure that that's flipped up so it holds my card down. And now all we have to do is decorate it. Now you could add a ribbon up here. You could do all kinds of things that you wanted to do. I liked the flowers showing. I thought that the flowers looked really pretty showing. So I just wanted to add some little bit of bling. So I'm going to take, and I think I'm going to add this more pink color, which is actually Melon Mambo, which is right in here. But I think when it's opened and you see a little bit with the petal pink and the Flirty Flamingo, I think it looks fine. It gives it some brightness. So that's what I'm going to choose to use today. Okay. So I'll close that. Get my little pick tool. Do you think this looks like an easy card? I do. I thought it was very easy. When I first looked at it, when I first saw it, I'm like, I don't know. And then the more I looked at it, the more I thought, well, you know what? It is a very easy card. And I'm just putting 2 on there because I really like my flowers showing. But you could decorate it your own way. We won't call the stamp police out on nobody, you know. That's what I always said in my classes. We won't call the stamp police. You don't have to follow me. I'm giving you just inspiration and an idea. You take it from there. Okay, that is my card for today. What do you think? What do y'all think? Just making sure I'm looking for other comments. Everybody good with it? Well, I am going to ask you, if you don't care, if you will give it a thumbs up, and if you don't mind sharing it. Diane, I love the DSP too. That is the new DSP that is out on the online exclusives today. It's called Flowering Zinnia paper or Zinnia paper. We all say it different in different parts of the country. So that's what it is, and it's really pretty. And look how, I mean, it goes with so many colors. We have Highland Heather in here. We have Melon Mambo. We have Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Lemon Lime Twist, Daffodil Delight, and Pumpkin Pie. And that's the colors in this paper. So you can tell there's a lot of ways that you can use it and match it. So it's really a good paper. And there we go. We can stand it up like that. We can stand it like an easel card, except for I have to bend my little doodahs a little bit. And then we could stand it like an easel card. You can stand it like a regular card. And there you go. That is our card today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week, maybe, as far as this picture over here, let me pop it up. This picture, we might not be seeing all this. I'm thinking about rearranging my room. Because I make such a mess on my desk with my computer and that on it. I think I'm going to start videoing on a different table and keeping my computer away from me, because I tend to start looking at stuff on the computer and then leaving what I'm working on lay, because I just get caught up in that kind of stuff and I need to get myself away from it. So I think I'm going to have to move my computer for a while and see how that goes. So it might be all different next week if I get the gumption to do all that. And another thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to start doing one pre-recorded. I think I'm going to do a pre-recorded video and have it on here sometime toward the end of the week. I think is when I'm going to have it done. It's going to be like a it's not going to be as in depth with the PDF and all that. I'm going to gear it towards maybe doing simpler cards that you can just basically look at it, its main cutting, just typical cutting and stuff like that. And I'm going to see how that goes, just because I want to put some other stuff out there that I do. I did just do, have you heard of Chirpy Doodles? Give me a yes or no if you've heard of Chirpy Doodle cards. Who's heard of Chirpy Doodles? Anybody? Anybody heard of Chirpy Doodles? Yes, no? Don't see anything coming through on that. Well, we lost a lot of our people has already left, so anyway, I'll show you my Chirpy Doodle card anyway. I have a person that wants me to do a tutorial on it because she liked them and she wanted to know how to do them. But have you seen these? Let me make it big again. Have you seen Chirpy Doodles? Chirpy Doodles are just little birds made out of circles. Very cute. And I used the stamp, and I can't even remember what stamp set I got it out of now. I think I do know. It was the first online exclusive, the Hello Beautiful. That set, it says I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend, which I thought it was really cute with the two birds. So anyway, that is what I've been playing with this week. So just to let you know what's been going on around here. But I will let you all go. It is 22. We did 40 minutes today, and that was pretty good with Funfold. So until next week, or until if you see a pre-recorded video or whatever, I will talk to you later. Happy stamping, you guys, and let me see what you're working on. Just put it into our group, okay? Thanks. Bye.